Welcome to another RES Wave Ripple XRP video. Now, in this idea, I'm going to talk about what I think this pattern is. And this is a wave revision. And basically, I do think that there is more downside left to XRP before we see a move up. Now, I know that a lot of people think that we're about to break up to the upside, but I don't think that's going to happen just yet. And the reason being is because I think that what we're seeing here is a larger zigzag pattern since the 2018 high. So what I think this first wave here is a 5-wave move, right, for the A wave of the zigzag. So we have, if you're aware of how RES wave operates, it's basically A, B, C looks like this in a zigzag. So within the B wave, you have the A, B, C, D, E as well, right? So having a close look at this, I can see that there's a 3-wave move, which I suppose looks like a 5-wave move. I suppose this was meant to be a zigzag, but because of the buying climax that occurred around this area, this zigzag has an extended C wave. And then having another look at this move down, this looks to be like a B wave, right? So within that B wave, I just want to touch on this for a moment. So you have, once again, the A wave in here, right? The A wave went to there, in my opinion. And then we had the corrective portion, B, and then C. So it's basically a smaller version of the larger pattern, right? So it's a zigzag to the downside, except this is a zigzag within the B wave, which is a complex correction, right? So that covers the B wave. And then the move that we've seen up here, it looks more to me like a weak wave C, right? Which is also turned into basically another buying climax. Once it started moving higher, it then turned lower, right? And now, according to RES Wave, the next move has to be a zigzag. So therefore, I have drawn out what I believe will be the future pattern. We will see another low, right? And then we're going to see an E wave, right? So this E wave will probably also produce another buying climax, which will make it go back and give the impression that there will be a breakout. However, that will only be the end of B wave, and then we will see one more large move to the downside, which will be the C wave of basically the A wave, right? So this will be the zigzag completed, and that should be the lowest point in this move. Okay, so I took a little bit of time to think about what this pattern could be. I'm refusing to just put out ideas willy-nilly just because it's fun to put out videos on XRP. I really am trying to give good value with the content rather than just playing the FOMO hype game, which a lot of people play in a lot of their videos. And I understand that XRP, in my opinion, is a very good investment for the future. However, there needs to be patience. As we know, there is a lawsuit which technically is not over yet. We will definitely see a lot of action in the coming months, and it's going to be a roller coaster ride until we get there, right? Now, as you may also notice, I have put a wave 1 up the top here, 2018. I do have this new theory that we are basically going to see a massive bull market in this crypto after we see the completed waves in the correction. Okay, so this A wave, because it's the largest, because it will be the largest wave in the corrective structure, in my opinion. Well, usually if wave A is the largest, the B, C, D, and E waves tend to be smaller, and basically just start stepping up in a bullish way. And usually I see a lot of the times that the correction ends up expanding to the upside in a big way. Okay, so I do believe that over the next few months is a good time to buy throughout that period. And I'm not talking about trading this in terms of futures trading. You can use this as a guide for margin trading, that kind of thing. But personally, I'm using this as a guide to perhaps continuing to buy the physical crypto. Well, not physical, but you know what I mean, the digital asset XRP. Right? So this is my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I just want to share this with you because I believe it has a lot of value in it. I do think that when prices go this low, people will definitely be freaking out and perhaps even selling, and maybe even causing a selling climax, or panic selling or whatever. But I think that it will be short-lived, and then we'll see this great big bounce, which will probably send this thing way higher. But we have to remember that there's the rest of the corrective structure will unfold as we go along. So we don't know how strong that rest of the correction will be. We'll have to wait and see, but we'll just be tracking it as it progresses. But this area from this point in time is just buying opportunities. So if you buy every week, then you're spreading your risk around. Like if you buy now, you're buying at a 50-cent area. Even if it dips down, it's still a buy. If it dips up, I'd still be buying it. Down and up and down, I'd just be buying it throughout that whole time, on a regular basis. And at certain points in time, you will get cheaper prices, so you'll end up with more XRP, you'll get more bang for your buck, and then you can just accumulate all the way into the lows. And when it bounces, I'll probably still continue to accumulate. Whilst we're in this area, I think it's the best time to accumulate. So that's basically it in a nutshell. It explains a lot about why this correction looks the way it does. Because if you think that this is all bullish right now, then to me it doesn't look like a bullish move. I don't see any breakouts going too high at this point. The pattern tells me everything. You got to understand what impulsive moves look like. You can see what happened in 2017. These are impulsive moves, right? They just move like you wouldn't believe. None of this choppy stuff, what you're seeing here. Be careful with FOMO and wishful thinking. This is why I studied the waves in the beginning, because I wanted to know, how long do I have roughly? Should I be, concerned with where we're at the moment? And I'm not concerned at all. I think that this is a brilliant time to start loading up on XRP bags, because you're just getting ready for something really big that's happening in the future. So hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.